I'm TJ Tana, and I have scoured my kitchen, pantry, and refrigerator to come up with some easy and delicious recipes that you can share with your family during these difficult times. So, take a deep breath, relax, everything is going to be just fine. Welcome to Quarantine Kitchen. All right, here we are, a very special episode of Quarantine Kitchen. We are doing something very special. We're going to do falafel versus falafel. You're probably thinking to yourself, what? What is he talking about? Falafel. We're going to do the falafel mix from Trader Joe's, and we're going to make our own falafel mix and compare the two. To be honest, I've never had this falafel mix from Trader Joe's before. We did already pre-make it with the instructions on the box. So that's done. We're going to leave that to the side, and when we fry, we'll bring that out later. But we are going to make a fresh falafel batter. You're going to love it. Stay tuned. Check it out right now. All right, let's talk about our fresh falafel mix. Come in close. Let me show you what we got here. Now, I'll be honest. We did find a bunch of different recipes. We've compared a bunch of different ones, and we've actually made one master recipe, kind of combining techniques that we've used in the past. So let me show you what we got here. We have one 15-ounce can of chickpeas. These have been drained. Make sure when you drain the chickpeas, you want to put them in a strainer, let all the natural juices fall out, then use a little bit of water, zhuzh it up, put it back in the bowl, you're good to go. We also have one onion chopped finely. We have 3 to 5 cloves of garlic. I did 5, don't tell anybody. We have parsley. We've got some salt. We've got pepper. We've got cumin. We've got coriander. And we have a little bit of pinch of Cayenne for spice. Olive oil and lemon juice. And this is xanthan gum. It was baking powder, not xanthan gum. Sorry, that was just a mess up. It was baking powder. Just disregard that. All right. That's it. That's all the ingredients. And let's whiz it together. Here we go, falafel. We're gonna start with the chickpeas. Chickpeas in, our food processor. Don't wanna use a blender. The blender will actually process the chickpeas too much. So use a food processor for this.
You still have it on wrong. Stop.
Food processor, boom. Let's go with the chickpeas here. I'm gonna give that a couple of pulses. More?
Oh, too much.
Too much. All right, no, we're good there. All right. We're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. We're gonna go with one whole onion. I chopped that fine already. When you're chopping an onion, here's a couple of tips. Peel it first, take the onion, hold it at your fingertips, use the knife and just cut little slits, maybe about, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch apart, and then go into the onion and then chop it up. Make sure to keep your fingers back. You don't want to have any fingertips in your food. Cool. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of garlic. In. Parsley. In. Don't want to forget those cloves of garlic. That is gold right there, baby. Gold. All right. Now we're good. A little bit of cumin. Put that around. We're going to go with the coriander. A little bit of cayenne for spice. Just a pinch of black pepper. A little bit of salt. We're going with the xanthan gum. Baking powder. Olive oil. And lastly, a little bit of lemon juice. And our last two ingredients we're gonna add today, we're gonna do one lightly beaten egg. That's gonna be helping for the binder. And we have 2 tablespoons AP all-purpose flour in. That's it. After you had just pulsed everything together, it's very important you wanna go in there with a spatula, just kind of scrape down the sides. You're gonna have chunks of little bits of garlic and onion and maybe some of those awesome spices. So just kind of tamp that down, mound it up. Give it one more little pulse. And that is our falafel mixture. We're gonna let this rest for a little bit. There are so much amazing flavors in here, from garlic, to the cumin, to the cayenne, to the coriander. We want everything to kind of come together and really be really nice when we put it in the fryer later. If you don't know much about falafel, falafel was originated in Egypt. It is a very, very popular vegetarian dish. It's also very popular street food. I know all this information. I get my information from the most reliable sources.
Made from ground chickpeas, fava beans.
So just so you know, I know everything about falafel. It's crazy. There it is. We're gonna let that rest. We'll be in the fryer soon. While we're gonna let this rest, we're gonna make an incredible white sauce, just like you may have seen from the Halal guys. White sauce time. We're gonna do 1 cup of light mayo in 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, 1/4 teaspoon of coriander, 1/4 teaspoon of sumac, 1/4 teaspoon of caraway seeds. These we actually place inside of a spice grinder, also aka a coffee grinder. We ground that up a little bit just to get it to a smaller consistency. If you can't get it that small, no big deal. This is actually going to plump up in our sauce. It'll be totally fine. Boom, in. We have 1 pinch of turmeric, 1 pinch of xanthan gum. That's where I screwed up before. There's the xanthan gum. There's the turmeric. Xanthan gum will help thicken this up. There goes that. In. 1/4 cup of water. In. Mix. That's it. White sauce. Done. All right, let's fry these bad boys up. We have both of our mixtures here. Now we have a taste tester here, so I can't say anything out loud, but we have this one, which is, and we have this one, which is the perfect. I made a couple of samples here. I'm going to show you quickly how you can ball up your falafel. You'll want to grab some of it, just put it in your hand, like a good heaping tablespoon. Kind of roll it up like that, and give it a little flatten out like that. Now, very important, when we're going to drop the falafel inside of the oil, we want to make sure that the falafel doesn't stick to our spoon. So we're just going to use a little bit of olive oil. We're going to kind of coat that spoon up just a little bit. Oops, a little too much. That way it just doesn't fall off. Here we go. We're going to go in. There's one. We're just going to slowly drop it right into the oil. Just don't want it to stick to the bottom. So we'll kind of move that around. We're going to fry that for a few minutes till it's golden brown. We're going to fry up all of our falafels. Then we're going to do a taste test and see which one is the best. Stay with us. All right, it is time to taste test our falafel versus falafel showdown here on Quarantine Kitchen. We have our friend Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
She's just a close by neighbor. Now, Debbie, have you ever had falafel before, honestly?
Never.
Okay, do you know what falafel is?
No.
Okay, falafel is a really popular Mediterranean dish. It is chickpeas and parsley and lots of spices and garlic all packed into a patty and fried. So we have 2 versions here. I will tell you, one version is a completely homemade version that we made today, and the other version is from Trader Joe's. It is a box mix. Now, you really don't have any idea which one's which. You haven't been prearranged. We haven't told you anything. Pick one up, any one you want. We have this one, and we have that one. Pick one up, whichever one you feel appropriate, take one. And this is also the sauce that we made. You can dip it in, there you go. Put it on the plate, give it a cut, take a taste. And we'll ask you honestly what you think of them, and maybe at the end, we'd like you to pick one of the 2.
That's delicious.
Oh, thank you.
I like the sauce.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be honest, you pick one or the other. The sauce will definitely help. It's a really good sauce. Flavored town sauce. It's amazing.
The sauce is delicious.
Yeah.
I like that one better.
You like this one better? Mm-hmm. Should we tell them? Should I tell you? Mm-hmm. This is the homemade falafel made right here. She had no idea the homemade falafel has won. I mean, it was no surprise to me. Is there a reason why maybe you picked this one over that one?
I like the flavor. I like the texture, the crispiness, and this was a bonus.
And this sauce is a bonus.
Outstanding.
Debbie, thank you very much for
It's
taste
my
testing for
pleasure.
tonight's blind taste test. There you have it, Quarantine Kitchen, falafel versus falafel. Do yourself a favor, try the fresh falafel recipe we're going to give you in the link below. It is going to do you wonders. And if you're really in a pinch, go to Trader Joe's. The mix is okay, but it's not as good as the original homemade version of falafel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.
That was delicious.